All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody watching at home on Bassmaster.com. We got an exciting day today, a beautiful day today. We are here at the Bassmaster Team Championship Classic Fish-Off. And how did we get here? Well, we had 197 teams fishing from all over the world. We had South African teams, Australian teams. We had Canadian teams from Ontario and from all over the U.S., almost every state in the U.S. And they all competed throughout their country, or throughout their states and their regions in local team trails. They were the top anglers from their local team trails, and they advanced to the 2018 Bassmaster Team Championship right here. They fished the last 2 days, and we crowned a champion yesterday. We crowned a champion, and those champions were Clay Samples and Tyler Purcell from the Angler's Choice Team Trail over there in Virginia. They had 42 pounds, 10 ounces after 2 days of fishing, and they took home a Nitro Z20 with a Mercury 225 Optimax on that for that win yesterday. So, you know, they've already won something pretty major. Your second place team was Matt Robertson and Wendell Anderson. They had 40 pounds, 1 ounce, and they're competing for the Kentucky Bass Nation Team Trail. And then we had Adam Dysart and Jamie Copenhagen III from the Chattanooga Bass Association, and they had 39.15. The second place team took home $14,800, and the third place team took home $10,000. So they've all won. All those guys over there have won quite a bit already. But they're not here for that. They are here to try to qualify for the last berth in the 2019 Bassmaster Classic that's going to be held in Knoxville, Tennessee on the Tennessee River next March. And it's a life-changing event. It's the Super Bowl of bass fishing. It's what every angler, pro or amateur, strive for, trying to make it to that Bassmaster Classic. And these guys they'll compete today, and they'll compete one more day to try to get to that berth. So they've done with 1 day. We're going to find out shortly where they're at, where they're standing in their standings. You've all watched them bag their fish and bring their fish up. We've got some big bags to show everybody. Before we get started, I do need to thank a few people and want to thank a few people. Our premier sponsors, Abu Garcia, Berkeley, Hook, Skeeter, and Yamaha. Both of those service crews were here helping everybody out. Nitro, Mercury was here with their service crew as well. Humminbird and Minn Kota, they're here. Power Pole is here. And the service crews, I want to especially thank them because they've been working this week to keep these anglers out on the water. But those are our premier sponsors. Our supporting sponsors, Academy Sports and Outdoors, Carhartt, Phoenix, TH Marine, Livingston Lures. We also have a great team of local hosts and local volunteers and so forth that help us out. The Greater Orlando Sports Commission is the host, and I want to thank them very much. Lindsay McBride is running around here somewhere. She has been fantastic and helped out getting all the parking and everything organized and set up this beautiful venue here in Leesburg, so we want to thank them. The Comfort Inn, that's where the host hotel is in Tavares, and the Lake County group as well. Stephen Clenny and his staff, and then all the Leesburg Parks and Recreation Department. They've helped out immensely. So if you could all please give them a round of applause, I would appreciate that. Also want to thank our volunteers, our Florida Bass Nation group, the president, and our camera boat guy, Chad, over there. David Driggers is the president. We've got some volunteers that have been running fish all week. Please thank them with a round of applause as well. We had 197 boats, as I said, the last 2 days. This weigh-in is going to be a lot shorter than that. We have 6 anglers to weigh. We're going to talk to each one of them a little bit and see if we can find out a little bit about what they're doing and how they're catching their fish and so forth. They're probably not going to tell you a lot today because they have one more day to fish, but they might, because I have a feeling they know what each other are doing anyway. They've been fishing kind of close together, I think. But we cannot do we can't start each tournament each day without starting in the morning, without honoring our nation, and we also do that at our weigh-in. So if you will all please remove your caps as we play the national anthem. I cannot weigh the fish without a weighmaster, somebody to put them on the scales and tell me what the weights are. And so I'm going to welcome up to the stage, he's also our DJ, Mr. Hank Weldon, the senior manager of our youth platforms, our college, our high school, and our junior programs. Mr. Hank Weldon, also the DJ. He was queuing up his walk-up music. Hank, we got here last weekend, Sunday or Monday, and beautiful weather it was, just like this. And then, as always, when Bass shows up, the temperatures dropped, and it was 30 degrees, 40 degrees, a little cold snap. The first, 2 days were kind of chilly. Yesterday was a little nicer. Today, absolutely spectacular weather. What's that going to do to the fishing? I think it's going to get better every day.
Yeah, I mean, listening to experts in Florida, being in Alabama, not really an expert down here, but a lot of them say the water has to cool off to trigger the spawn, and I feel like that's what that cold front did, and that water cooled off, and now it's starting to warm back up. But there's one thing that's for sure: these 6 guys right here, they figured out Harris Chain Lakes the first 2 days, and I think what I saw in those tubs, a few of them are figuring it out even more today, and it's going to make things interesting tomorrow too.
It is going to be exciting. I'm going to let you check the scales one more time. As we're doing that, I'm going to find out if you all are ready to see some fish be weighed. So, are you ready to see fish be weighed today? Oh, that was pretty weak. Pretty weak. It is a good crowd for a Friday, though, and for 6 anglers. Great crowd out here for you all. But I want everybody that's watching at home on Bassmaster.com, see that little microphone up there on that camera? We want them to hear you yell as loud as you can that you're ready. Are you ready? Yeah. There we go. All right, let's weigh some fish. Oh, I thought you said hold on. You said roll on. Okay, roll on. Clay Samples is going to be our first angler up, representing the Angler's Choice, and they are our champions. They won the team portion of this event to advance to fish today. They brought in a huge bag of fish yesterday, and looks like you've had a decent day today.
It was definitely a little tougher. That wind shifted, and I think it moved them out across to another point where some other guys were, and we'll see what tomorrow does. Hopefully the wind will shift back for me.
14 pounds even, 14 even. He's going to be leading so far. £14 even for day one. One more day of fishing for these anglers. Come on over here. Let's chat a little bit. Come on back over here. We got a little time today. There's just 6 of you, so we can chat a little bit. So Let's talk about the first 2 days because they were really good to you guys and winning the thing and just an awesome tournament.
Yeah, the first day I was throwing a jig. That's what I'm known for back home. Taylor Man, Snaggle Proof, went through that hydrilla, no problem. They won't biting it on day two. On day two, we caught them on something else, and that's what I caught them on today. So if the wind's blowing, throw the jig. But if it's not, switch to soft plastic. But obviously, I think there's some bigger bags. So something else is going on out there I haven't figured out in this calm, slick weather we got. So hopefully I'll figure it out tomorrow.
So if you had your druthers, what would you like to see tomorrow? What kind of weather would you like to see? I'm hearing maybe wind.
15 to 20.
15 to 20 is what he wants.
Out of the north.
Out of the north. I don't want that. I'm going to go play golf in the morning after we take you off. I don't want 15 to 20.
I'm from Virginia. We got a foot of snow back home. Give me 15 to 20 and drop the temperature back.
Are you going to do anything different? Or are you going to keep on doing what you did today or the previous during the tournament?
I think in the morning I'm going to start out here in Harris. The water has cleared up a lot since that windstorm, so it didn't have a lot of pressure on the grass. I'm going to shift around and see if I can find another hot spot on the point.
All right, sounds good. Good job getting here. You got one more day to try to make it to that classic. And his partner from the first 2 days, Tyler Purcell, coming up here, also representing Angler's Choice. The Dance Man. How you doing?
Well, not too good, but had fun today riding around in that Phoenix.
One bass today, 1 pound, 12 ounces, 112. You don't want to hold up that fish? I mean, how many times are you going to catch a fish on the Classic Fish Off when being 8 hours away from the Bassmaster Classic? What if you don't catch any tomorrow?
I'm just going to ride around tomorrow. I lost a few hours this morning due to boat trouble, so I'm just going to ride around and look at the different lakes.
Yeah, I do want to thank this Mercury guys got you back out going, and the Bass staff, them guys got you switched over into that boat. Hank running back and forth, getting you a boat that works good today. And 20 minutes, I mean, yes, you had boat trouble, but you left the dock 20 minutes late, so not too bad.
Yeah, then we had to switch boats out 3 times. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. That Phoenix with that Mercury, that thing is the boat to buy. That thing runs.
Very good. All right, so what are you going to do tomorrow?
I'll probably fish a little bit and go ride a little bit because I think I'm out of it.
All right, well, good job. All right, next up, part of that second place team advancing to today, Matthew Robertson, representing the Kentucky Bass Nation Team Trail. 40 pounds, 1 ounce for a 2-day total. These guys had a 29-pound bag of fish yesterday, and he may have that today. I am not sure. Watch the scales. 25 pounds, 10 ounces. What a bag of fish. What a bag. Great start for you, Matthew. He's got 3 more in the bag, look just like those 2. Get Matthew over here. We'll talk to him a little bit. All right, Matthew. So 25 pounds, 10 ounces. What a bag of fish. You are 8 hours of fishing away from the Bassmaster Classic.
Still got another day's work today, buddy.
You do have another day's work to do. Are you going to do the same thing that you did all day today? Same areas? Just trying the same thing?
Yeah, I'm doing what I like to do, and I'm going to go live or die with it.
Got anybody you want to say hi or thanks to while we got you up here and we got some time?
Yeah, I want to thank my partner. He give me the places we was catching them, man. He didn't come near them, and I can't thank him enough. And I got to thank my wife and Renegade Marine up in Kentucky. They helped me out a lot, and I appreciate every one of them.
Appreciate you. One more day. We'll see you out here tomorrow. See if you can advance to that classic. His partner from yesterday, Wendell Anderson, coming up, also representing the Kentucky Bass Nation Team Trail. Wendell, and he's got 5 fish. That is a limit of bass. They're allowed to bring in their 5 biggest fish. 5 fish. 10 pounds, 4 ounces, 10 forward. Gonna hold up a couple for a picture, and then we'll chat to Wendell. All right, so assuming your partner catches at least 10 pounds tomorrow, you're going to need about 35 pounds tomorrow.
I don't care if I catch a keeper. I hope he catches 30.
He may. That's good. That's the unique thing about this. This is a team event for 2 days, and then we split you apart, and you're fishing against the guy that you competed with all year long. So I hear that a lot. That one guy roots for the other.
Yeah, it's just he puts more time and effort into me, and he's constantly, that's what his goal is in life, so he can have it. I hope he can do it.
All right, sounds good. You got anybody you want to say hi or thanks to?
Mom and Dad, hi.
There you go. Good job. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, down to our last 2 anglers. This team finished in third with 39-15. First up is Adam Dysart, representing the Chattanooga Bass Association. This team here, right up there in Tennessee where that classic is going to be. So I know how badly this team wants to make it. 4 bass, 11 pounds even, 11 even. So 1 shy of that limit for Adam. Couple nice fish for Adam Dysart, representing Chattanooga Bass Association. All right, Adam. Talked a little bit about it. That classic's going to be on the Tennessee River right up there in Knoxville. I know the 2 of you want to certainly be there.
It'd be fun, for sure. I'm kind of pulling for my boy. He had a little better day than I did. I started about 75 yards further up a grass line than what we had been starting the last 2 days, and he didn't have any waypoints, so he's asking me if he's lined up. I said, yeah, you look lined up, and he hit spot lock and proceeded to strike me good, and I'm tickled to death about it too. So it was tough, very, very tough for us. I tried to boat flip one close to 4. It didn't work. Pulled off another couple big fish, broke one off, first fish of the day. It was just one of those tough days.
So that was going to be my next question. If you had that number 5 on, it sounds like you had it on a couple times. How do you work? How do you do that after you fish together all year long? You come in and finish and make it into this classic fish off. How do you decide who's fishing where and how you're going to work it?
Well, I guess after the day 1, he's got a shot at it, and I have less of a shot, so I'm going to give him the whole place and stay out of his way. I might figure something out tomorrow somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe 30 pounds.
You might do that. Got anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
My wife, Paige, and my parents.
There you go. Good job. We'll see you in the morning. All right, our last angler coming up here representing the Chattanooga Bass Association, Jamie Copenhaver the third. 25-11 is leading. You're going to be right there, I think. 5 bass, 21 pounds, 6 ounces, 21.6. Going to put you just 4 pounds, 5 ounces out of that lead and out of that classic berth. Very nice bag of fish. There's a nice one. Going to weigh that one just to see what it weighs. 6 pounds, 12 ounces, 612. What a nice bag of fish. 21 pounds, 6 ounces. So we talked a little bit about it, how you work. How did you work it yesterday before today? How do you decide in this event where it's so unique, where you're now fishing against your partner. How do you work that out?
Well, I mean, we're fishing a really big area. You know, during the main tournament, there's plenty of fish there. There was over 20 boats at one time in this massive area. I mean, we're fishing grass, offshore fishing. That's mine and Adam's strength at home as well. So, you know, it's just kind of, when I found out it was coming here to Harris Chain and I knew it was a big hydrilla lake, I told Adam, I said, we've got to bust our tails to make that event. And we did. And without him, I don't know if we'd ever got right here. I mean, I've learned so much from that man the last 8 years, and I know he's learned a lot from me too, but, you know, we've been in this together. This has been our goal, and I can't believe it happened. It's awesome.
Well, you're 8 hours. It's going to be a long 8 hours, probably going to tick away slow, unless you bust 30 right in the first 30 minutes, and that would be good.
I don't know about 30 pounds. I don't know if there's 30 there. There probably are. There's just a lot of fish. Day one, we weighed 19.3. Day two, yesterday, we had 20 pounds, 13 ounces, so 21.6 today. That's pretty stout and consistent right there. So, you know, I can't ask for much more than that. If I go out and get lucky enough to get the big bites, that's up to the good Lord to get that done. So.
What about the classic fishery? Are you familiar with it? Is it something that you're really looking forward to? I know you're looking forward to going to the classic, but a local angler, you would be considered fairly local.
Yeah, fairly local. I fished Fort Loudon Tellico a little bit. Don't have a lot of experience on it recently. I mean, I've got the best lake 5 minutes from my house in the country right now. So, you know, I haven't been up there much, but believe me, if I qualify, I'll be putting the time in.
Got anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
Yeah, I want to thank my wife for letting me come down. My mom and Dad, I miss you, man.
We'll see you in the morning. Good job. That's going to do it for our weigh-in today. If y'all want to watch these guys take off in the morning, it's a really long blast-off. It lasts about 30 seconds. So you don't have to worry about being out in the cold too long if it's chilly in the morning. We'll take off at 6:45 right here at the ski beach in Leesburg, Florida. Weigh-in will be tomorrow afternoon, 2:45 p.m. Eastern, right here on Bassmaster.com. If you can't make it out, we're going to crown us a classic team fish-off champion and give away a classic berth, the final classic berth to the 2019 Bassmaster Classic. For Hank Weldon, I'm John Stewart. Have a great afternoon.